Hi, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are checking out one of the most requested species in this theme. And here we have Jurassic World Hammond Collection Indominus Rex. Here on the back, we have some nice looking product shots of the Indominus. We have a nice image of the Indominus, which wraps around the box. Right, let's get this figure unpacked. And here we have the Indominus unpacked with its tail attached. It doesn't clip into place very tight and tends to pop out when moving it around. The coloration, rather than white, like the Indominus is known for, Mattel have chosen to go with this grey tone instead, and the underbelly of the figure has a whitish grey tone to it. The figure does have some white dry brushing on its head and on its legs, but our figure has some quality issues with its teeth and jaw flaps. The sculpting on the figure's head looks great with some really decent scale detailing. The brow ridges have some sharp looking detailing to them with these nicely textured horns above them. Here you can see the quality issue with our figure and its stuck tooth. The teeth do look nice and sharp, but are a little too long. They are painted nicely with a subtle yellowish red dry brushing. The painted red eyes are almost hidden away under the brow ridges. The dark tone used for the saggy bags under the eyes doesn't help either. And the scale detailing here on its mouth has a faint pink tone to them. Here on top of its head, we have this white dry brushing, which helps to highlight the various sized ridges over it. The inside of the mouth has some great texture into it, and instead of the softer rubbery tongue, with a much harder one, which does have some decent detailing. On this side, you can see the other issue with this figure, with this skin flap, which is fairly loose. Here we get a decent look inside the mouth, with all this nice detailing, with a few extra small teeth here on the bottom. The detailing on the tongue looks great, as does the texturing on the upper palate, and the insides of the teeth have a hint of red for blood. The skin wrinkling and folds running down its neck are nicely detailed. Here on the back of its neck, we have a section of soft plastic quills and spikes running down it. This softer plastic section inserted here looks rather out of place as it's a different colour. And we have another section inserted in its back with more of these quills and spiky scoots. Moving down the figure, we have rows of various sized spikes and osteoderms all the way down onto its tail. The tail is covered in a softer material which has the hidden articulation, but it does leave odd looking creases in the material when bending it. The underside of the tail has all this skin wrinkling running along it. The legs have some great muscle definition to them, with a nice mixture of various sized scales, osteoderms and creasing. On the backs of its legs, we have this white dry brushing, which almost looks like it's been leaning up against wet paint. The calf muscle is large and nicely detailed. We have the scoot texturing on the feet and these large painted claws. On the underside of the body, we have more skin folds and wrinkles, whilst the body has this pebbly scale texture along with some osteoderms. The figure has these huge arms, which are nice and muscular, again with more of the pebbly looking scales over them. The forearms have some quills running along them, and the material is different than the ones on the neck and back. His huge hands look great, especially with these sharp looking claws. Despite the couple of quality issues and the odd colour choice, this isn't a bad looking figure. The figure comes with an extra pair of hands which can be swapped around, and these have the same amount of detail as the ones on the figure. Here we have the removable skin section, which has her tracking implant. The paint detailing looks good. It's a pretty good addition to include with the figure. Here it is on the figure, and it just pops out like this. As we know, the Indominus clawed out its tracking device because she remembered where they put it in. And let's hope it's not something that will get lost over time. Here we have the articulation. The tail can move around just like this. The rear legs can move like this, at the knee, here, and at the feet. The arms can move forwards and backwards, out to the side, bend at the elbow, and the hands have a nice range of movement. The neck has two separate points of articulation. It can move up and down, and twist all the way around. And the next section is the same. It can move up and down, and twist all the way around just like this. And this is how far the jaws will open. The tongue has a little bit of articulation, but the jaws don't close very well due to the skin flaps. As you can see, the camouflage and battle Indominus has a much lighter colour scheme. The inside of its mouth is a lighter pink and we have smaller teeth. Here he is alongside the Hammond Collection Spinosaurus from 2025. And here we have a nice close-up of both their head sculpts. And here we have the Hammond Collection Scorpius Rex that was released alongside the Indominus. This figure has also had some negative feedback regarding its teeth. With the announcement that a Hammond Collection Indominus Rex was finally on its way, I was really looking forward to receiving this figure, but unfortunately out of the box we were presented with quality issues. We have a problem with its teeth and a loose jaw flap. With the Hammond Collection figures now having painted eyes, I feel it's a step backwards by removing the glass eyes. And the inclusion of changeable hands seem a little pointless as they are similar on this figure. There have been some complaints regarding the figure's colour scheme, as the Indominus is a white tone and here it is presented in a grey tone. Overlooking the issues we have had with this figure, the sculpt detailing is pretty good across the figure. If you have made it this far through the video, thanks for watching.